Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Everybody's talking about this clip from Fox News, and rightfully people are shocked and appalled. But what if I told you they got this from Trump? What if I told you that the reason I'm not as shocked and appalled as the rest of everybody else is because I've seen this coming since 2023, more specifically since April of 2023, because in April 2023, Donald Trump posted a video online outlining this very plan. I'm a former Army interrogator and human intelligence collector. I am trained to pay attention to the words that people say, study human behavior, and identify patterns. Let me break down for you. Let me show you how Trump's dog whistles are being heard by the right and how his plan and ultimately the Heritage Foundation's plan is being set in motion. Let's start by breaking down this Fox News clip and listen to the words they say. Please, I'm asking you, listen to the words because it's important. But do me a favor real quick, hit like on the video, be sure to comment, and please subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns and analysis like this. Let's go.
They have given billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population.
First thing I need you to pick up on is how he says they have given billions to mental health and the homeless population, because what he wants you to do is he wants you to conflate mental health and the homeless population. This is on purpose. The intent here is to subconsciously suggest that all unhoused people are a result of a mental health issue. Please remember this, because this is going to be important in a minute. This will be very important in a minute when I play a video from Trump. Now, is he going to talk about how mental health issues in America is a crisis because of our broken healthcare system? Nope. Instead, he says this.
A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary.
A lot of them don't want to take the programs. Again, I need you to remember these words. They don't want to take the help. They don't want to take the programs. I could go into a long diatribe about how it's comical for MAGA and Republicans to suggest that they've tried to help the unhoused. I mean, it's a joke. Or I could go on a diatribe about how the main reason unhoused people refuse help from the government is because these programs they're offering are programs that will just put them right back into the same system that spit them out in the first place without actually addressing the root problems in the system. But we'll save that for a later discussion. Right now, I need to show you what they say in this clip and how it's all from Trump.
You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
You can't give them a choice. Either take the help or get locked up. You decide. How can you decide if you don't have a choice? You can't give them a choice, but you decide. Take the help or get locked up. Basically, he's saying here that we round up the unhoused population and we force them to take government-sponsored treatment or lock them up in jail. That's what he's saying. Now, again, I could go on a monologue about how forcing treatment on people without consent has historically failed. But that's not the focus here. Just notice his words. He said, take the treatment or lock them up. He said that we've spent billions on mental health and the homeless, implying that all homeless are there because of mental health. And he said they refuse to take the treatment being offered. Anyone educated on the unhoused crisis knows that every bit of this is complete drivel. But there is a specific reason how we got here, why he said that. And it's Trump. Watch this. I'm going to play this clip without stopping it. This is Trump from a video that he posted online on his own website, donaldtrump.com, in 2023 when he was ramping up to become the Republican candidate for president. This video was under a tab on his website called Agenda 47. Remember everything this guy just said in the clip that we just watched. And now watch this clip from Donald Trump.
Under my strategy working with states, we will ban urban camping wherever possible. Violators of these bans will be arrested, but they will be given the option to accept treatment and services if they're willing to be rehabilitated. Many of them don't want that. We will then open up large parcels of inexpensive land, bring in doctors, psychiatrists, social workers, and drug rehab specialists, and create 10 cities where the homeless can be relocated and their problems identified.
You hear that? First, before we even look at what he said, look at what they named the video. Ending the nightmare of the homeless, drug addicts, and dangerously deranged. From the title, they are implying that people are unhoused due to mental illness and drug addiction. Sound familiar? Same thing the guy said in the clip. Then he said we will ban urban camping. That means unhoused people. That means people who dare to use shelter other than a house that the government can collect taxes on. That they dare to use shelter other than a house that the bank can charge interest on that you spend 30 years paying off. Then he said they will be arrested and, quote, given the option. Guys, once you're arrested, you've lost your options. You've lost your freedoms. The option here is to take the treatment or go to jail. Does that sound familiar? Because Trump said this in 2023, and this other guy just said it on Fox in 2025.
You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
That's the way it has to be now. So you see, everything he just said in that clip is identical to what Trump said in April of 2023, but it doesn't stop there. In the Trump clip, he said they were going to, quote, open up large parcels of inexpensive land and create tent cities.
We will then open up large parcels of inexpensive land, bring in doctors, psychiatrists, social workers, and drug rehab specialists, and create tent cities.
So understand that this is an internment camp he's describing. In April of 2023, the then presidential candidate Donald Trump and future Republican nominee for President Donald Trump and now President Donald Trump suggested arresting people for merely being homeless, calling them dangerously deranged drug addicts, and suggested creating internment camps where we force treatment on them without their consent, or we lock them in prison if they don't comply. Fast forward to September 2025, and Fox News is openly regurgitating this plan that most people hadn't even heard of or hadn't heard Trump talk about it, even though I spent months myself, months on months after he posted this in April 2023 talking about this, but I was told that I was fear-mongering and misunderstanding him. What they always say, you're not understanding him properly. But then you know what happened? What happened is that after this guy on Fox News literally repeated Trump's 2023 plan, the other host, I think his name is Brian Kilmeade, if I'm not mistaken, the other host said this.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill him.
He did not mince words. He said it. Kill them. Involuntary lethal injection. For what? For simply being poor. For not being able to afford a home. We should kill them. But stop. Wait. The thing that's killing me is that most people talking about this clip really don't understand what's happening here. Is that gross? Yes. It's absolutely disgusting. It's reprehensible that they are openly talking about putting homeless people in internment camps and now killing them. Fuck, this is reprehensible. That alone is gross and alarming enough, but what I want to make sure you understand is two things. Number one is that they're serious about this. Trump said it in 2023. It's in Project 2025. And now they are openly discussing it on media controlled by the MAGA party. And number two, this is all meant to dehumanize a group of people who are vulnerable due to being poor. The base will let them do it because they believe these people are deranged drug addicts who refuse treatment on their own. And so there's no other way. They're treating them literally like animals with fucking rabies. Once they allow them to do this, then they're immediately going to begin step 2 of their plan. What's step 2? Glad you asked. Let's flash back to something that Trump said in 2024.
I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within, not even the people that have come in and destroying our country. But I don't think they're the problem in terms of election day. I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics.
Sound familiar? Radical left lunatics. Where have we heard that lately? Oh, wait, I know. Literally 3 days ago, when Charlie Kirk was assassinated on a college campus by a deranged man with a gun, another school shooting in America, immediately politicians and MAGA influencers hit the airwaves with this very same rhetoric, radical left lunatics blaming it on the left. Trump's been using the term forever, and they mimic it. And he's been saying that it is that the left is our enemy, the enemy from within. Well, now, in the wake of the Kirk shooting, Stephen Miller went on, once again, Fox News, and said this.
And let me tell you something I'd not share with anybody, but the last message that Charlie Kirk gave to me before he joined his creator in heaven was he said that we have to dismantle and take on the radical left organizations in this country that are fomenting violence.
Now, there is more, but did you hear that? First of all, he made this bullshit story up about the last thing that Charlie Kirk said to me, the last message Charlie Kirk sent to me. Totally made up story. But there's a lot of emotional power in somebody's last words to a person. So he's using this made up story to invoke that last word's emotion. Then he repeats the radical left line. And listen, he's using Charlie Kirk because the right is literally trying to make this guy a martyr. They're quickly trying to make him a martyr for the cause, to feed that red meat to the MAGA base and use the emotional aftermath to carry out their most devious plans under the guise of saving America from their enemy. Listen to what he says next.
That was the last message that he sent me before that assassin stole him from all of us. And we are going to do that under President Trump's leadership. I don't care how. It could be a RICO charge, a conspiracy charge, conspiracy against the United States, insurrection, but we are going to do what it takes to dismantle the organizations and the entities.
The organizations and the entities. You hear that? He laid out a bunch of charges that are largely charges which have ambiguous guidelines and can leave room for interpretation. This way they can put together files on organizations and entities that, and by that, they mean the Democratic Party. Let's be clear. They mean by organizations and entities, the Democratic Party and any left-leaning organization, and give them the domestic terrorist status with these files they put together. And since they have the Supreme Court in their back pocket, they'll get away with it. And make no never mind about it. He isn't just spitballing here on Fox News. He isn't just making this up on the spot because he's emotional. No, he is fluidly talking about this because they've been planning it.
That are fomenting riots, that are doxing, that are trying to inspire terrorism, and that are committing acts of wanton violence. But my message is to all of the domestic terrorists in this country spreading this evil hate, you want us to live in fear? We will not live in fear, but you will live in exile.
You hear that? Exile. You will live in exile. Where is exile? Oh, wait, I know. It's a large parcel of inexpensive land that the country let them build for the unhoused people because everybody was just happy it wasn't them. Do I need to keep going? Do I need to keep explaining? I could go on about this for hours. I could literally break down in intricate details how they are telling us their plan. And because it's so crazy, here's the thing. It's so crazy and so extreme, we don't believe them. Because they've moved the Overton windows so far into crazy land, into wackadoodle land, that nobody believes them. Because Americans believe so much in the idea of American exceptionalism, that being that this can happen in any other country except here. That these kind of things happen historically, but they don't happen here. That nobody believes them. Guys, listen to me. Please listen to me. Because I've been listening to them for a long time. Closely. I've been studying them and I've been watching them. And trust me when I say to you, it is high fucking time everybody start believing them.